Welcome to another edition of the Mad Action Breakdowns. I'm your host, B-Boy Rudy 3, the voice of B-Boying. Let's go. Let's go. See, hey, it's like my thumbnails. It's like my thumbnails. They call this is branding. Branding. Thumbnail, me in the video, branding. So this is the pilot episode of my third series titled Battle Academy. God, that's the greatest name ever. Battle Academy. What B-boy, what breakdancer doesn't want to go to Battle Academy? I know I want to go there. That's where I want to go. So Battle Academy. And in Battle Academy, what I do here is I take one battle and I dissect it round by round, explaining the battle choreography conversation happening between two dancers and why I think a particular dancer may have won or lost the battle. And for this first episode, I'm going to be doing one of my favorite battles from the two series I've already covered. I'm going to be doing Ayane versus Kami from Red Bull BC1 2020. If you haven't already seen, it's right here, original video right here. So I'm not going to go into all the super details. That's in that video. I'm really just going to focus on the battle and the dissecting of this battle. The reason I chose this battle is because I think this battle encapsulates the art of topping better than most of the battles that I've already covered. And what is topping? You may be asking, for those who do not breakdance or are not familiar with some of these terms. Topping is when one breakdancer does a move and the other breakdancer responds by doing the same move and either doing a harder variation of that move or doing a more difficult combo with that move. For instance, one breakdancer does flare, the other breakdancer does flare, air flare. Okay, very simple. All right, so let's get into this. Let's start with Ayane versus Kami. But before we begin, if you're new to the Mad Action Breakdowns, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, hit the notification bell. We're a brand new channel. We need all the subscriptions we can get to help grow this movement, to help grow this concept. All right, so any subscription is greatly appreciated. First thing, right out the bat, we're going to see from Kami is an excellent array of fun footworks. This is important. Everything that I pause and point out is important because these are the movements that are going to be responded to. So let's start now.
First entry.
Kami immediately begins with top rocks. All right, love all this. Now, she's about to hit the floor. First thing she's going to do when she hits the floor, she's going to hit a shoulder cartwheel into a swipe, into a track, into a freeze. Watch this. Shoulder cartwheel, swipe, track freeze. Air baby. Back up. All right. Little more fancy top rock. Now, in this next section, the next thing she's going to do, she's going to do some footwork. She's going to go into a side split. She's going to sweep her legs, and she's going to kick into windmills. Okay? This is all important. All of these movements, Ayane's going to respond to. Like that, showing off the flexibility. She's going to go into footwork here. Little four-step. Sweep. There's that side split. Kick into windmills. She's going to go into her headstand walks. Into pike freeze. All right. That's the end of round one for Kami. Round two. Ayane's going to immediately respond with top rocks of her own. So check this out. So now she's going to respond with top rocks. I love these top rocks. Both these women have great top rocks.
Switch it up, switch it up. First entry.
Love this. Showing she can top rock as well. I like how she followed Kami right there. All right. So now she's got to respond on the floor, and she sees she's about to go into it. So now she's going to respond to that shoulder cartwheel. She's going to respond with shoulder cartwheel, swipe, into coin drop, into flare, back into footwork. Check this out. Shoulder swipe, shoulder cartwheel swipe, flare, into footwork. Excellent response there. Excellent, excellent response. Now, she's not done. Now, remember, Kami's last movement, she went side split, sweep, New York, kick into windmills. Now, Ayane's going to respond with a front sweep into baby windmills. A specific top. She literally did a more difficult windmill right here. Swipe, baby windmill. Boom. Love this. Going to go back into footwork. I love this footwork steps. I love that kick out in her 4-step. All right. So now Ayane's going to end with some offense of her own. And the offense she's going to deliver here, she's going to go handstand into scissor freeze. She's going to drop into a headstand straddle freeze. Watch this. Tap into headstand straddle freeze. One of those famous movements. I love it. I love the look on Kami's face here. That's the end of round 1 for both these beat girls. Excellent. We're having 2 conversations here. We're having a power move conversation with the windmills and the swipes. And I love that we shoulder cartwheeled into both. We're also having a top rock conversation. So now Kami's going to respond with her own new set of top rocks. This is excellent. She's going to do a Harlem Shake. Watch this.
Second entry, Kami.
Round 2. Love that little top. Now, there we go. Harlem Shake. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. Ayane tracks it. That's important. Now, Kami has to answer with her own movements. So what she's going to answer with here, she's going to answer with an elbow air flare, a swipe into a windmill, into crab pose. She's going to hit an air chair into chair freeze. It's a lot, but watch. I'll walk you through it. Elbow air track, swipe, windmill, crab pose, air chair, chair freeze. But she's not done. Okay, more top rock movement here. Some footwork. I love how flexible she is. Love this footwork. All right, so now here's the next section. So the next section, now what she's going to do when she gets out of this, she's going to respond to the final movement that Ayane did, which was that drop into that headstand straddle freeze. And how she's going to respond, she's going to go a phantom backwards into the same head pose where she hits the straddle, but she's going to do a head spin drill into a freeze. Watch this. Phantom straddle, head spin drill into a freeze. Immediately addressing that. So now, halfway through round 2, Ayane's going to respond with her own Harlem Shake. So now we're having this top rock conversation. We're returning back to the top rocks. I love what Ayane does right here. Look at these Harlem Shakes. Look at that. Love that. Love all of that. Yes. Excellent. All these top rocks are fantastic. Love the conversation happening with these 2 women. All right, so now she's going to address the head spins that Kami introduced in the last round. She's going to address it right here. She's going to go these rotating back struts. She's going to go across the floor into windmills, into a head spin drill. But I actually think she falls a little bit, and she's going to go into tap mill into footwork. But watch, I don't think she meant to end where she does. So check this out. So back strut, windmill, head spin, tap mill into footwork. I think that was a mistake. So she's going to make up for it right here. She's going to fix it. She's going to end with another head spin drill into a freeze. This is how I think she wanted to end. So watch this. I love that kip up. Love the thread. Little dolphin position. Now she's going to go footwork. Now she's going to make up for it again. Point, Superman, head spin drill, freeze. Okay, I think that's how she wanted to end the routine. That's the end of round 2. Now in this next section, Kami's going to respond by rocking this very specific beat with her top rock. So check this out. Boom. Now watch Kami. Boom. 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 Love that. Boom. Ayane's already hitting it. She's tracking it. Love these top rocks. Both these women have wonderful dance. Well done. I love all this. She's going to go footwork, side split, into a double knee sweep. Now she tries. She's going to attempt a flare, but she's not going to quite hit it. And she's going to go for a swipe into a headstand, handstand, suicide drop, but she doesn't quite hit it. Now, this is where the battle conversation, I think, ends for Kami because, unfortunately, she's not able to continue the conversation. So watch right here. Drop. See how she dropped that into that suicide. I feel like that's a big slip. We've had 2 big slip-ups from the women here. So Kami's going to go out and do another round here. Roundhouse. Kick into a windmill. footwork steps, like that little pattern where she's shaking her head in the split. She's gonna drop into this freeze and watch. Notice the end. Boom. I love this top rock conversation they're having. Hit, 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 mocking her.
Third and last set. Let's go.
Love all this top rock. Love all of this. Excellent movements. Really working the beat. Beautiful back struts. I love the point. I love the track to the land. Excellent footwork. Love the roll up to the shoulder freeze. Or roll up to handstand freeze. Drop. And then ends with the same freeze. With the tongue out. Show you this because I think it's important to see.
Put 'em up.
Unanimous decision for Ayane. Props to both competitors. Excellent, excellent battle. Like I said, I chose that battle because I just love the topping. I love the conversation happening. Just two excellent examples of topping, which I think has become somewhat of a lost art form in this era. Once again, congratulations to both ladies and just a dope battle. I could literally watch that battle 100 times. I just think the battle choreography and the topping that's happening between those two women is a masterclass in professional breakdancing. And if you're new to the Mad Action Breakdowns, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, hit the notification bell. I do have my Patreon down below. What do you get with the Patreon, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you did ask. I'll have an answer for you. The answer for you is this. You get two shows a week. 2 shows a week. So the Patreon gets early access to next week's show. You get both of them every week on Monday. I mean, how can you beat that? I give you 2 shows a week. You only get 1 show if you're on YouTube. If you're on the Patreon, you get 2. And we'll be back next week with another edition of the Mad Action Breakdowns. And so concludes another edition. We will see you next week. Let's go. Brandon.